Soul Powerful and the Soul Powerful Wellness Collective. Hope to see you at the next Saturday session where we're going to meditate and enjoy some mindset mastery. Now, I know y'all saw the title of this video. Are you an atheist? Are you an atheist? Okay. Um, and I titled it that way because I'm curious. I'm really curious about how many people, how many of us truly believe in God, the Most High, the universe, source, whatever term you use. How many of us truly believe in the Most High? And the reason why I wonder this is because I personally recently went through an experience in which I let go of even more layers of fear and limitation of myself. And in doing so, I connected to a love, to an awareness, and to a connection like, wow, so this is God. This is what God feeling, this is what connecting to God feels like. This is what knowing that God is real feels like. And in that state, you don't have fear. In that state, you are confident, you're grounded, you feel safe. And to me, in noticing that contrast between when I felt safe, or when I understood the presence of God and I felt it, I believed it, and I knew it. In that moment, I was feeling safe. I was feeling confident. I was feeling very grounded, just in touch with everything, relaxed and calm. So I'm like, most people aren't operating in that state of being at peace and being calm, being confident, feeling whole and healthy in their bodies. Many of us aren't even operating in that state. And I wonder that if we're allowing ourselves to operate in states of illness and sickness and sadness and fear, then those emotions, those energies those are the opposite of what God is, right? God is love, and you only discover what that love is like when you love yourself. I've been on a journey of self-love, conscious self-love for a few years, well, more than a few years, about 7 years, 7 conscious years of self-love. I kind of was dabbling in trying to discover and love myself more, in my early 20s, but really consciously diving into for the past 7 years. And in this journey of self-love, the thing that sorry, I'm trying to see what's on my chest. The thing that I discovered along the way was the more I loved myself, the more I could understand what the love of God is like. To know that there is a love, that there is something that it is perfect as it is. It doesn't have fear. It doesn't have all these things that have taken us away from who we truly are. It doesn't have all that stuff. It's completely pure, unbounded, infinite. It's expansive. It's infinite. It knows and it happens. It's all powerful. And that source, that energy has manifested in us. Each one of us is a manifestation of the Most High. So that means as you are a part of that manifestation, you are a part of that, you are that. And when we can love ourselves as we are, because we realize we are God, then we will stop judging ourselves for our imperfections, right? We wouldn't, look at, this plant and begin to judge it because it's going through a phase of shedding, right? If we just recognize that each part is playing a part. We're not judging, we're just admiring nature. But when it comes to ourselves, we tend to judge ourselves a lot. And in that judgment, we are operating in an opposing energy, an energy that is not of God, is not of source. So, the reason why I made the claim that many of us, I definitely felt it because I didn't feel a connection to God. I knew there was a God conceptually, but I never felt that connection because I didn't love self. And most of us aren't loving self. We're allowing fear to keep us from being our true selves, right? That's really at the root of it. Many of us are so afraid to live as our true selves. And when you're not operating your truth, you aren't operating in God's power. you aren't connected. You're cutting yourself off from God, from source. So you can't even believe in something that you're not allowing. If you really believed in it, then you would allow it into your life. If you really believed in the power of God, of source, of the universe, then you would allow it into your life. But many of us, we're allowing fear to rule our lives, to control our lives, rather than allowing the creator, which we are, rather than allowing the God within us, the extension of God, the presence of God within us to guide us in every step, and know that we are safe and we are protected, and we are blessed, and whatever we want we can create in this world. Instead of being in that, many of us got convinced to operate in a state of fear, and that was intentionally done. My right arm's getting a little tired. I was in the gym this morning. um, but yes, many of us are operating in a state of fear. So I want to know what y'all think about this. Because how can you truly believe in God if you're choosing to let fear influence your life, to be the guiding force, right? How can you truly know God and believe in God if you're allowing fear to be the guiding force in your life? Fear should not be the guiding force in your life. It should be the power of God. It should be love. Love should be the guiding force of your life. And love is God. God is love. Source is love. The universe is love. And it's all based off of how we perceive it. So how do we begin to reconnect to God, right? And um, just personally, like I was saying before, like I really didn't have that sense of connection. There was a sense of self-judgment before, you know, and that cut me off from knowing that there is something that is so loving, so powerful, right? Like I said, conceptually, many of us believe in God, but many of us don't know what it feels like to feel the presence of God because we don't know how to love ourselves in that way, right? Because if you truly knew God, you wouldn't be judging yourself because you will realize that you're a God and you're perfect as you are. And you will realize that anything you want to be or achieve or become or receive, it is yours. It is possible. In some form or fashion, it is meant for you because you are God. And God, why would it not give itself the most beautiful experience that's going to allow it to grow? And, that's what it does. It creates in this world. That's what the power is, you know? So, how do we reconnect to that? Of course, y'all know I'm always going to lead with meditation, right? Meditation allows you to connect, to calm yourself, right? Because the biggest thing I said is that we're allowing fear to be our guiding force rather than love, the most high source, being our guiding force, right? So, how can we begin to release the fear? One is establishing a sense of safety. We have to reestablish a sense of safety in our bodies, in our cells, in our emotions, in our energy. We have to reestablish a sense of safety. Right now, I'm out here grounding in the earth, right? I'm spending time in nature. This is a very safe space. It's very supportive, right? And meditation, like I was saying, meditation teaches you to be aware of your breath, right? And that physical movement of taking that breath is a sign that you are safe. It's something that the body does when it can relax. So taking those deep breaths and spending time in meditation to where you can train yourself to be able to clear your mind, calm your mind, focus your mind on the direction you want it to be. Where you can master your mind, and that mind is no longer just running wild, thinking all these scary, negative thoughts and having you sit in negativity and fear and low vibrations for hours. No, you recognize it. And you're like, oh, okay, well, why am I feeling this? You explore it, and then you move yourself to a good feeling place, right? This is called emotional intelligence, right? You understand what the emotions are bringing, and you address it, you challenge it, you resolve it. If it's fear-based, right, then you move through it, and then you see the other side, and you prove to your brain that, hey, I don't need to be afraid of this thing anymore. That's tapping into your God power. It's reconnecting to God, because remember, fear is the opposing factor of love. Love is infinite, love is expansive. You are infinite, you are expansive, right? So when you meditate, you can calm yourself, get that sense of safety, and you build that mental awareness to be able to direct your thoughts in the direction that you want. Another thing that helps us connect to God power, connect to source, and understand that God is real, is spending time in nature, right? Just spending time in nature. as often as you can, reconnecting to nature. This is the natural state of being, right? You visually see all these colors, these vibrations, these things that are just existing in their truth and their power, right? And you want to spend your time around things like this. Hey, look at this, right? So spending time in nature, um, you want to begin to detoxify your body, right? All the toxins in your body are influencing how your brain works, right? So I'm out here grounding. My feet are on the ground. I just want y'all to see how beautiful and magical it looks in here. Right, grounding your feet on the ground helps to remove or helps to stabilize free radicals in your body, which ultimately helps to reduce inflammation, right? And when we can reduce inflammation, we improve our overall health, okay? So spending time in nature, okay? Grounding yourself. Other things we can do to tap into our God power is treating our body, okay, like a temple that is housing a God, right? Treat your body well. Now, yes, our thoughts, what we think about the things that we do and put in our bodies matters, right? It's a big part of it, but also there are certain biological things that this body just needs to function, right? So if you know you're at the age where eating pizza is gonna give you heartburn or drinking tequila is gonna give you heartburn, stop doing it. If you know that this thing's gonna make you bloated, stop doing it. It's your body rejecting it. Clearly you don't have the mental power to overcome eating this thing, right? And definitely don't be just medicating yourself, because again, all these medications and chemicals that we're putting on ourselves weigh down our etheric body. And when we're weighed down and our vibration is slow, then that is inconsistent with the vibration of the Most High. You have to be high vibrational. You have to be confident and free and flowy and energized, right? That is God energy. When we're slumping down, that's death, right? So eating things, putting things into your body, onto your body that are high vibrational is another thing that will help you tap into your God power. Let's see. Consuming the media, right? Consuming media that reminds you that you are spirit. Media that is constantly teaching you and helping to unlock all the information is within yourself, right? There's so much, like, that's why we meditate, because meditation opens us up to, people refer to as the collective consciousness, or the Akashic records. We have access to infinite intelligence because we are a part of infinite intelligence. So the more we, what was I saying? Meditate. Oh yeah, be careful. Be mindful of what you're consuming, because you want to consume media that is a reminder of your power as a God, as a reminder of that you have the ability to heal, you have the ability to manifest whatever you want in this life. And how to get that, how to make those manifestations happen, is by being connected to your God power, right? Okay, let's see what else. I'm just loving the nature vibes out here. Sitting at my mother's garden. Other ways to tap into our God power: we have meditation, we have eating and putting things on our body, respecting our temple. We have consuming proper media that reminds us of our power. Your environment. Make sure your environment is conducive to positive energy. Make sure your home is safe and clean, okay? Can't be messy. Things should be orderly. Everything should have a place, right? Or just don't have a lot of clutter, because it's all just stagnant energy. You want to make sure that you're constantly keeping the energy and balance around your home, right? Having plants in your home, having life in your home. If you are in an unsafe neighborhood, maybe you should consider moving to a safer neighborhood. If you are, well, just make sure you have some protective crystals and amulets and, tools and whatever you need to maintain that safety. Because again, the goal is a sense of safety. Because when we have that basic need of safety met, then that's when everything else arises. That's why, we have the root chakra is the first chakra that we want to establish, is that sense of safety in the root chakra. And then everything else, the creation, the sense of confidence and will and purpose and expression and love, all those things come after, right? And that, again, that goes back to what I was saying earlier, that when you're allowing fear to be the guiding force, you're in opposition of your truth. You're in opposition of the Most High. So you can't have fear being your guiding force. So that's why safety is that first thing that we establish. Let's see, doing chakra work. So regularly identifying that journey through the 7 chakras and kind of being able to assess where you are in any given moment, doing self-assessments to better understand yourself and where your fear lies, where your limitations lies. That's going to help you tap into that God power. Okay. I think that was like 5 tips. I think that was like 5 tips. I'm just trying to be mindful of time because I do have a therapy session coming up. So yeah, so I hope this video helped. If you are someone who you feel like, wow, maybe I really don't know God. Maybe I haven't ever really experienced the love of God. Maybe I have never allowed myself to truly connect to a feeling of peace and love, and prosperity. Maybe I've never done that before. If that's you, you're not alone, okay? You're definitely not alone. So there's many of us out there, but the beauty in knowing that is now that you have the awareness, now you can do something about it. And the first step is let fear be that guidance, right? The first step to really unlocking your God power, reconnecting to God, to source, is by resolving your fears, and know that you're supported in resolving these fears, right? And it's going to feel yucky and scary going through those fears, but it's just like kind of part of the thing. It's like when you want the corn that's inside the whole husk, you have to pull off the outside layers to get to that corn, right? So you have to go through that pulling, or even like with a coconut. Coconut is another example. You got to bust through that shell of that coconut to get to that juice, that life that is within inside, right? It's not just, you can't just go bite into it. It's not easy. It's not easy to get to that glory. Right. But it's better to have the pain of going to glory versus the pain of staying in fear. One of those is going to kill you, and one of those is going to give you life. Right. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. And let's do a little meditation. I'm trying to see somewhere to sit. It's not wet. I'll sit on this pretty little powerful magical rock as we do some brief meditation, helping us to tap into our God power. This will only be about 3 minutes long, so I can keep this video at 20 minutes. And I'm sending everybody peace and love. And for those who are interested in tapping into more topics like this, unlocking your God power, knowing what God is, knowing how that feels, knowing what it feels like to be loved and connected to Source, join us at our next Soul Power Saturday sessions. Okay, so you can visit drmakita.com/soul to sign up for the Soul Powerful Wellness Collective. This is where we do our meditation and mindset mastery sessions on Saturdays. So visit that website. But with that, let's go ahead and get into this meditation. Taking a deep breath in and releasing it out as we settle in. Letting the energy dissolve. Grounding ourselves in this very present, beautiful moment. Maybe your eyes are open, or maybe they've already gone closed, but either way, we're allowing ourselves to feel safe and calm in this moment. We're allowing ourselves to resolve any worry, any fear, and just be present in this moment. Hearing what is in this moment, seeing what is in this moment, feeling what is in this very moment. Mindful of our breath. Let's take a deep breath in and release it out. Beginning to bring those eyes to close if you haven't already. Let's take another deep breath in and releasing it out. Another deep breath in. Each breath bringing a sense of safety over our body, over our being as we release. Breathing in. And for those who know the tapping technique, this might be a good time to practice tapping while affirming, I am safe. You can just find a part of your body that feels a calling and begin to tap there, repeating, I am safe. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. In this moment, I am safe. Take a deep breath in, continuing tapping and affirming to yourself as much as you would like. As you release and allowing that sense of safety and peace and ease to come into your body, freeing you of any tension, any guardedness, any boundaries, just for letting it all resolve and noticing what it feels like to be safe in this moment, to be safe, to be protected, to be loved by Source. The strength of this love is non-judging. It's only appreciation, admiration, support and encouragement, guidance, wisdom. This is the love. Allow yourself to feel safe enough to connect to that feeling of love and support and guidance, knowing that there's a powerful being that you are an embodiment of, and you are an extension of this power. And this power has all of its focus on you and your wellness, your happiness, your dreams, and your passions. And it's always there, no matter where you go, no matter where you stray, always there guiding you to your glory. Take a deep breath in. Feeling of a gratitude for this life, for love, for the support that we have, for the power that is within us as we release. Ashe. Taking another deep breath in. Filling up in our God bodies. And as we release, these bugs is coming for me. Opening the eyes and returning back to the room or staying in your meditation, whatever feels right for you. I am Dr. Makita Moore, CEO and founder of the Soul Powerful Wellness Collective, where I'm committed to raising consciousness, helping us all tap into our God power and live out the beautiful lives that we came here to do. All right, sending everybody peace, love, and light. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and join the Soul Powerful Wellness Collective.